This is coming in from pinkvilla.com, and it's Dil Raju plans a pan-South Indian film with Thalapathy Vijay.
I couldn't fit South in, sadly.
Will it be
Limited
Thalapathy
retail
67? 67, good year.
Yes.
Before,
It is indeed.
yeah.
A year that broke another team in Scotland, Stephen, and the delusion keeps them from admitting that. That was Robert Pattinson and Devil All Around. If you don't know what a performance that speech, I know it word by word. Eve in the garden, now in the drunk naked in the desert. Delusion, blaspheming the Lord in your mind, in your heart. But anyway,
We'll move swiftly on.
Stephen, I recite that daily.
I need to get some of that green juice.
Delusion.
Pink Villa was the first to reveal that Thalapathy Vijay will play the character of a con agent and is next to be directed by Nelson Dilip Kumar. The team has been on a recipe in Russia, I hope I've said that right, as a major chunk of action of the story unfolds in Europe, and the idea is to take Thalapathy 65 on the floors in the month of May to get it ready for a Pongal 2021 opening. Right after wrapping up the Nelson directorial, Vijay reunites with his master producer Lalit Kumar 7-screen studio for another action-packed film. Contrary to speculations, we hear it would be directed by master fame Lokesh Kanagaraj, and the makers are yet to lock the director of the film. I don't know who's saying this, John, but I'll just read it anyway. Lalit Kumar has signed Vijay for Thalapathy 66 and even given him an advance amount of Rs 5 crore. I don't know if I'm saying that right or not. The script and other modalities are being worked upon, and the film will be targeting a Diwali 2022 opening. He's a big pool. Revealed a source close to the development. We previously reported that Vijay is reuniting with master producer, I think we covered that, John, XB Creators, but that was a confusion, and he is in fact reuniting with the second producer of the action thriller 7-screen studio. We have updated earlier in the article too. Oh well, I'll have to check that out from Pink Villa, but I'll take your word for it.
$500,000, £500,000.
Wow.
Nearly $700,000.
That's amazing. There have been
signing fee.
Reports about Vijay doing a film for Thanando film with Lokesh Kanagaraj. However, other sources assure us that even that's a rumour. Thalapathy 66 is confirmed with Lalit Kumar. The source confirms. John, what's your take on this?
Stephen, any new information about a new Thalapathy movie is music to my ears. I think the guy's absolutely class. We watched the rise of him. I think it was part 3 or something. And I just think he's a thoroughly decent guy. He's an inspirational figure to many people around the world, not just India. We see it Sri Lanka, all over the world. Someone commented France at one point. So this is a guy that's got great reach globally. He's a great actor. You can see he's charismatic as hell off the screen and on the screen. You've seen him on the set of Master. He was bouncing off of Lokesh. He was bouncing off of Vijay Sethupathi. He seems to be a guy that makes friends very, very easily. And just a guy with great humanity and decency within him. You've seen that with the political thing and try to rise people out of the dirt, if that's the right term.
Do you know what surprised me
glad
the most about Thalapathy Vijay is that before we knew that much about him and people were recommending on our community, we have to react to Master, except that was our introduction to him, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
The way that people were responding to and the excitement and the build up to this film's release was like a guy that doesn't do a lot of films.
Yeah. It's like Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, he's not done one in 10 years. This is big news. This guy's on his 66th film, or 65th film. I think he's in production just
64
now.
was Master,
Yeah, and he's moving on to this 66th film. We'll talk about the 65th film in a little moment. We probably should have done this the other way around, but the excitement of this guy, the anticipation for one of his films, after 64 films, is still the same probably it was when he first broke onto the scene. I think that's amazing, John, that people have that passion for this actor.
And Stephen, it's great to see that he's diversifying the roles he's taking as well. He's not just playing a goody two-shoes all the time, he's playing a con man.
Yeah.
And that's something that would be right up the street of most actors who are looking to challenge themselves.
As that gum trick.
Yeah, man, that gum trick's great. We've seen that, Stephen, you've seen that in numerous movies now. Yeah. But he seems to have the charisma to be a bit of a maverick figure. He's playing a con man that the people watching the movie will want to succeed. It was like You Can't Catch Me, Leonardo DiCaprio. I think that was Scorsese, wasn't it? I'm not sure though. Might not have been Scorsese. It may have been.
Yeah, I'll check that, John.
But he was playing a similar figure. This guy who was getting chased and always evading the authorities. you shouldn't have liked him, but you ultimately did like him. That seems like it's a similar kind of movie. Telepathy, in all honesty, has that similar screen presence, similar charisma, similar personality to a DiCaprio, in the sense he can wow the audience. You can't take your eyes off him when he's on the screen. So that's a good choice for him. I don't want to speak as if I'm the sort of...
Is it Catch Me If You Can?
Catch Me If You Can, yeah. Not You Can't Catch Me. That's a Chuck Berry song.
That's a song, yeah.
Yeah. But Stephen, I think
it was Spielberg, John, sorry.
It was Spielberg, there you go. It wasn't an even greater director, some would argue, than Scorsese. Not me, I actually think Scorsese's better, though. I don't know who would argue that, but I'm certainly not going to argue it. But Stephen, it's great that he's diversifying his roles. I'm not some master... I don't know what you'd call master, sort of knowledgeable person. I can't think of the right terminology just now. My brain's getting destroyed by that green juice. I'm not some heir apparent sort of archive master on the movies of Thalapathy Vijay. I don't know how diverse his roles have been. I'm pretty sure he's done a lot of different roles, but this is a great sounding role for him. It just seems like a perfect fit. He's getting the money, man, and they're trying to make a pan-Indian South Indian
John,
movie.
I think this kind of rolls right up his street. He's got the cock of the walk, as they call it. He's a very cocky performer, in what we've seen so far. And it's going to be very interesting to see this. It's obviously another year away before we get to see this film. But, John, we're going to move on.
And going to Europe as well.
Yeah.
Good luck getting that done with this pandemic shit in Europe.
I know. We're going into a third wave, apparently, so we'll have to wait
in
and see.
In India, in Europe, not here.
Yeah. But, John, we'll move on to our final topic. And we're going to